So we have got another brilliant Panama stream coming up on Sunday, the 5th of March. The last one was brilliant and was put together by Malong from the Asymetrics. And he had a whole host of superb DJs from Panama representing the scene at his house. And there was a barbecue going on. There was people sort of hanging out. It looked like a lot of fun. And we thought, let's do it again. So it's happening on the 5th of March. So first of all, thank you for doing it. It sounds like it's going to be another fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for hosting it again.
No, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. A lot of people have talked about how good it was the last one, and we haven't yet had the videos, but the videos are going to be released each day leading up to the event. So check out the 45 Kings YouTube channel. They're going to be coming up. But this time around, tell me who you've got playing. First of all, who are the DJs you've got lined up?
Right. So it's kind of the same formula as last year. We have the full Wapin crew. So Wapin is a little collective that we run here. It's composed of a guy called Camarita from Venezuela, myself, a lady called Clau O, a gentleman called Nekar, another one called Nigel Mack, and our brother Isra on the visual. So this entire crew will be there. Clau could not make it last year, but she will be pushing a nice feminine touch that was well overdue last year.
Yeah.
And and aside from that, we have Mr. Jota Ortiz, who is like somewhat of a legendary Panamanian digger who's been working with Gladys Palmera. He's been working a lot on represses of phenomenal Panamanian music.
Wow.
Alongside with Nekar, as a matter of fact, who's part of the Wapin crew. So they both work somehow like directly with the labels, trying to like contact the artists or their families, repress stuff, write liners notes. They have blog entries as well about Panamanian music, so that's going to be really interesting. And of course, their music collection is phenomenal, so expect nothing but the best from them. And then we have, of course, Ritmoikis, who's a massive DJ here, and is also probably one of the first and very few turntablists in Panama on the Isthmus. So that's also very interesting. And Buen Afro, who is also a sort of veteran of the scene here, he's big on the reggae scene, but he also plays a lot of different stuff. He's always an amazing DJ. Plays funk and a lot of salsa as well. If you push it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and everybody, all 45s. So this is like kind of we start again with the same team as last year, one more DJ, same vibe, we'll be cooking the food. Maybe not a barbecue this time, but I asked a Venezuelan chef to come and help us bring some arepas in the kitchen, cook something like local and stuff like this.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, a couple of things. It's good that we've got a 45 Queen taking part. We like to support the women DJs and the 45 Queen, so it's good that you've got Clau O joining the collective for this event, so that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, you've described a little bit about the styles, but what can we expect musically from all of these amazing DJs? What sort of styles?
Well, I think given that we were trying to put Panama on the map as well, it's kind of new, all this like, there's been a lot of digging done in Panama in the past 10, 15 years, a lot of big UK labels showed up and did a bunch of things. Soundwave was one of them, etc. So it's not completely off the charts, but still it's a small country. You don't hear so much about it outside of Latin America, right? And so I think all of us, because it's a Panama special, are going to try to drop as much Panamanian tunes as we can.
Yeah.
But then, of course, everyone wants to showcase their stuff as well. So you can, I'm sure, expect some reggae from Buen Afro, some mad hip hop from Ritmo X. I mean, on my side, I'm totally fond of Caribbean music, so probably a few Haitian beats.
Nice, sounds good. Yeah.
Some cumbia, Camarita might have a couple of Venezuelan specials, Clau as well, So a bit of everything with a very, very prominent Latin touch or Caribbean touch, let's put it this way.
I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. And we are doing something very special. I don't think it's been done on Twitch. It might be, but I haven't seen it. But in addition to the 6-hour live stream for the DJs, the last 2 hours we're going to do behind the streams, where I'm going to be talking, and hopefully we're going to have Mr. Lob and maybe some other people joining us, talking to you and also some of the other DJs, which I'm going to find quite exciting. So people were going to be able to watch the DJs and then effectively go backstage and sort of speak to the DJs coming off their sets and the party feel. I mean, I'm quite looking forward to that. I think that's going to be fun. And you're lining up some certain DJs to tell us about certain music.
Yeah. So I've asked Jota Ortiz and Nekar specifically to start to sort of drop a bit of science on the Panamanian music scene.
Yeah.
These guys are the ones who really dug the most in that front, and I wanted them to sort of, introduce a little bit to the rest, to those who already know might find new information. Those who don't know will be super interested. Panama was a really a huge musical hub from the 50s to the 90s, right? It still is to some extent, but the vibe culture was quite strong at the time. And there was a lot of production, and surprisingly, not just Latin music, right? There was a lot of soul as well, a lot of funk. And these guys have been really digging into that. So I would like them to talk to us about this, about the seminal labels, the key artists as well, and stuff like that. And then I think we give a space to everyone invited that day to just come and introduce themselves, tell us about their experience as well, tell us where they get their 45s, what it is here. It's quite an adventure. So we'll have a bit
and it gives that other dimension, because obviously people see DJs all the time, but it's nice to sort of see behind the scenes and see what people are like, and talk to them. And you just, it's the conversations and the connections and the networking, which is what I sort of thrive on. I love all of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The format is going to be 45 minutes each DJ, 45 sets.
Yeah, of course. We always stick to the the
tried
mystical.
and tested. Tried and tested. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have the live stream on the 45 Kings channel. That's going to be going from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time, which is going to be midday to 6 p.m. Eastern. And then the talk show part is going to be the last 2 hours. So that's going to be 9 till 11 p.m. UK time, which is going to be 4 till 6 p.m. GM Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be a great show, and it'll be running on both channels for a couple of hours, so people can sort of flip between the two. And I'm really looking forward to
play the music on one channel while they listen to us on the other.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you for spending the time, and I'm really looking forward to the event. It's going to be brilliant. The last one was great, and obviously people will be able to watch back later the YouTube recordings of the ones from last year. But thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Cool.